I think everyone thinks I'm a prostitute. I'm hitchhiking with the police. This looks like as good a place as any. Now at the policeman's house of another lorry. Hitchhiking is actually illegal in Bulgaria. Mush and grit. Should I be doing this? It could be worse. I'm Alice, I'm 25 from the UK, and I've spent much of my adult life living on the road, hitchhiking around the world and telling the stories of the people I meet. By this point, you probably already know that this is a series about me hitchhiking home from being kidnapped. But here's a little background information as to how and why that happened. In April 2026, I was working as a journalist on a humanitarian mission attempting to sail to Gaza to deliver aid. This involved people from over 100 nationalities risking their lives as part of the largest civilian-led maritime convoy in history. Whilst still 700 miles from Gaza, Israeli forces kidnapped us in the middle of the night. IDF soldiers boarded our vessels, saying that they would shoot us if we didn't comply. What followed needs far more explanation than I have time for here, but I'll provide all of the links that you need to understand the full story. This specific series is about how and why I decided to hitchhike home after being kidnapped, as opposed to going straight back to safety and taking a flight. Throughout my life, I've hitchhiked almost the same distance as the circumference of Earth, through deserts, mountains, seas, and war zones. If it's taught me one thing, it's that most people are really good. After the most intense, violent, life-changing 2 months of my life, I knew that time on the road would help me process everything, but most importantly, restore my faith in humanity. As you watch me living in a tent on roadsides across Europe, I'll show you some of the best of humanity, talk about the importance of doing things that scare you, and hopefully provide you with an at least somewhat educational, philosophical, and entertaining journey along the way. Welcome to day 2 of hitchhiking home from Turkey to the UK after being kidnapped. I've woken up in a beautiful field in Bulgaria, and today I'm going to try and hitchhike the whole way to Kosovo. This is really disgusting, but it's all I have. It's instant coffee and cold water. It's actually really not bad. It's like the concept is gross. I mean, look at that. It looks like something else. On that note, I really want to check my shoes and see if they're wearable. So after I stepped knee-high in a swamp full of cow poo and mud, look at me! They could be worse. They also could be better. My biggest worry going to sleep last night was, what am I going to do about my shoes? Because I don't want to get in someone's car wearing shoes that stink of shit, but I also don't want to have to hitchhike barefoot because I don't think anyone would pick me up. So this was the big thing on my mind as I was going to sleep. But I have now decided I'm going to wear the shoes because they're half dry and they don't smell as bad as I thought they would. They do smell, and this is not going to be comfortable. But I think I'm more likely to get a ride if I'm wearing shoes than if I'm not. Let's be honest. I do think I should start packing up now, but something that's really annoying is the way my bag works. I have to put my tent in first. So I need to take all of my stuff out of my tent and then put my tent in my bag and then pack my stuff. It's absolutely crazy that I have this many belongings because when I was kidnapped, they took everything from me. The only thing I had when I got off the Israeli warship was the few clothes that were on my body. I had no money, no phone, no clothes, no sleeping bag, no tent, nothing apart from my passport. And every single thing that I have right here, apart from the tent, people have given to me. And despite the horrific experiences that myself and my comrades have had over the past couple of weeks, I think the fact that this has happened and so much stuff has been donated really restores a faith in humanity. And despite the evil of people in government bodies, there is still a lot of humanity and a lot of people on this planet who really want the best for other people. And I don't want that point to be dampened down at all by politics. Packed, hell yeah. It's nearly midday and I still haven't left, and it is time now to sort out these shoes. They smell, luckily not like shit, but they just smell like a wet dog that's just got out of a pond. Mush and grit. I think I'm gonna try and go a different way to the way that I came yesterday, because I do not want to be getting myself into that bog again. And I heard a tractor earlier, so I'm gonna try and follow the tractor tracks. It looks like it's here. Oh, we got a little bog. Okay, we're in a bog again. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're in a bog. Gonna risk it. Should I be doing this? Okay, we're fine. And this is the road I need to stand on. So, it's really not ideal. I really need to eat. I can feel myself withering. I'm getting really grumpy because I have no energy. I'm just wading through the grass to get to the place where I need to cross, and there's a massive ditch. Oh no, there's not. Is that a ditch? Okay, I think I'm just gonna chuck my bag over here. Oh my god, hay fever when walking through plants that are taller than me. It's all thistles. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're on flat ground. The road is right there. I think I'm going to be here for a while. Oh, for f***'s sake, I think everyone thinks I'm a prostitute. I've managed to get in a lorry going as far as Sofia, which is 2 hours in the right direction, which is great.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
I feel like a professor.
So I just got in my second car of the day in Bulgaria, and the driver picked me up and told me that hitchhiking is actually illegal in Bulgaria. So with that in mind, could you just tell me why you decided to pick me up?
Well, I decided to pick you up because I'm a nice guy. But yes, hitchhiking is illegal since, you could have drugs on you, you could be a criminal. So if if somebody stops us, the driver, he holds the whole responsibility.
Well, that's good to know. This is my third time hitchhiking in Bulgaria and I've never had any problems. So let's see how the next couple of hours play out. Hopefully I'll be in Serbia this evening and everything will be fine. Thank you.
No worries.
In the short time that I was in that car, I was able to have quite a good conversation with the two people that were in it. It was a guy and a girl, because they spoke English, and their main question was, are you not scared of hitchhiking, and do you not think it's dangerous? And this is a question that I get asked time and time and time again. There's so many negative stereotypes about hitchhiking that have been really embellished by different movies that kind of portray it in a way that makes you instantly on the line to be murdered, to be raped, to be taken to some sex dungeon in the middle of the desert. Like, that's just not going to happen. And I don't want to deny that there are risks, but you have complete control over who you get in a car with. You could be walking down the street and someone could stab you. You could get on a bus and someone could set off a bomb. You have no control over who walks down the street and potentially stabs you. You have no control on who gets on your bus and potentially sets off a bomb. You have complete control over who you get into a car with. And this intuition is something that we're not taught in everyday society. We are not taught to trust ourselves in making our own decisions, to trust strangers, and to have belief in the decisions that we make. Hitchhiking is not risk-free, and I never want to portray it as something that is completely safe. You have to be very assertive to do this, but 99.9% of the time, the reward is so much greater than the risk, and the kindness of strangers will blow your mind. People are so kind when you give them the opportunity to be, and I would happily run the risks for the amount of reward that this gives me. And if something bad happened to me now, it would be so worth it for the amount of incredible experiences that I've had all over the world with hitchhiking. So I hope that answers the question as to whether it's dangerous and whether I get scared. Now, on to the next position of the day. And the sun's just come out. Alright, so I'm now approaching the border to Serbia. I will stay in Serbia for a couple of hours before dropping down into Kosovo, where I will hopefully get to by tonight. However, just like yesterday, time seems to be ticking and I haven't got very far. So we'll see about that. But I'm going to stop filming now because I'm at a border and I always get in problems at borders when I film. So I'll catch you up when I'm on the other side. So I finally managed to get a ride in another lorry from the petrol station that I was standing at, and I'm so happy to say that I'm off of the main roads now. So it's going to be all country roads until I get to Kosovo and for the majority of Kosovo, and I already feel this like calmness to not being around cars that are going at 100 miles an hour. And it's so pretty here, like the mountains are just rolling and there's green everywhere and it's beautiful. And this is Mark, my driver.
Hi.
Hvala.
Take a picture.
Yes, of course we take a picture. I'm filming as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. All right, time to get out again. Could you pass my bag down?
Yes.
You too. Got another lorry. And back onto another road. Today has been a lot of in and out and in and out and walking really far in between like tiny rides. It's been a bit jarring, but it is like that sometimes. And I just hope I get a longer ride now the whole way to the border. That would be amazing. But we'll see, huh? Serbia is actually the country where I waited for the longest time ever in my hitchhiking life, and it was 4 hours, which isn't actually that long if you think about the amount of hitchhiking I've done, but I kind of had that dread on my mind when I entered. But I'm leaving the country today anyway, so I don't think that's going to happen unless I'm here for 4 hours, which I might well be. Who knows? Alrighty, time to get out of the lorry and cross the border into Kosovo. And we all know by now I do not film at the border. So that's the crossing just up ahead, and I'll see you guys on the other side. So, first impressions of Kosovo are amazing. I am hitchhiking with the police from the border. I didn't even ask. He asked me where I was going and he's taking me a little bit further down the road.
You're welcome.
So yeah, that's really amazing. now at the policeman's house because his daughter speaks English, and I'm trying to explain that I want to go out of the city to try and find a nice place to camp, and he's not quite understanding, so he's really helping me out here.
This is my son.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
It was hard to film the full conversation that took place with the policeman's family, but they actually invited me into their home to have a homemade dinner with them. I had to explain that I would love to eat, but I didn't have time as I had to hitchhike to my camping spot before it was dark. I have a pretty strict no hitchhiking in the dark rule with myself. But their kindness didn't stop there. They offered to put the food into a bag so I could take it and eat it, regardless of whether I stayed with them or not.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. I've literally just been given so much food. This is gonna last me like all of tomorrow, which is incredible. And it's home cooked, so a real taste of the local flavors over here.
Dead end at the end, but you can go left and right.
Yeah.
If you go on the right side, and on the first left, that's the way to go to the Batlava Lake.
Amazing.
I mean, if you need something, feel free to hit us up.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have a nice trip.
You guys are amazing.
Bye.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye. That was so sweet, and I love Kosovo already. Now I'm gonna walk, and I'm gonna find my nice spot at the lake. Okay, I got super lucky and I've got a ride to the lake just before dark, which is great because I have a rule with myself that I don't hitchhike in the dark. It's fine being in the car when it's dark, but I don't feel comfortable standing on the road in the dark. And I'm now on the way to the place that I'm gonna camp, which is brilliant. Okay, it's completely dark now and you probably can't see my face, but I had my ride with 3 guys who were really nice but quite drunk. I was a bit worried when I got in the car, but they've dropped me off at the lake and they were very sweet. They walked me down to this spot to ask me if it was okay and if I felt safe here, and I said yes. But then they were asking if they could stay with me for a while, which honestly, like, I didn't really want to happen. I think they were fine, and I think they meant well, but I just don't really want anyone with me right now. Now I'm just wandering into the forest by the lake, and I'm gonna put my tent up. Okay, I think this looks like as good a place as any to put a tent. It's a little bit slopey, but I don't think I've got much choice. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, just clearing some pine cones and sticks. Because this is where I'm going to put my tent. Got my tent set up and I'm so excited to eat the food that lovely lady made me. And where is it gone? Here. Is that it? Yes. I don't even know what it is yet. Oh my gosh, she's even left me a fork. And it's like potatoes. This is amazing. And something that is on my mind as I feel all cozy and safe in my tent right now is a couple of years ago, I would have been so scared to do this. And right now, I'm not. I am completely alone in a forest right now, as far as I know. And people always say, like, aren't you scared? And I guess I kind of am scared a little bit still. I don't get a perfect night's sleep when I'm camping alone, but I'm a hell of a lot less scared than I was before I started doing it. And if I have any advice to anyone that wants to do something like this but is a little bit too scared, just do it. Once you've done it once, it makes it so much easier to do again. And
the first step is always the hardest out of the entire process. I still have a long way to go in terms of my confidence sleeping. You know, I'd love to be able to get to a point where I can sleep a really good night without feeling alert all the time. Maybe being a woman means I will never get to that point, but I'm not going to let my gender stop me from going on the adventures that I want to go on.